Hi, I'm Alan Kaufman, and welcome to AM Garden. This is a creative program conceived, designed, and produced by award-winning and highly acclaimed musician and composer Alessio Miraglia. Throughout his career, Alessio has been mindful of the intersections of the music that he has composed and performed and its connection to various other creative disciplines, such as painting and dance and photography, to name just a few. Within each of these AM Garden adventures, we'll explore those creative interactions between music and other disciplines and learn how these exciting interactions have enriched the lives of musicians and have enriched the lives of creative artists who are our featured guests. I'm honored now to introduce you to Alessio Miraglia.
Thank you, Alan. I'm Alessio, and I'm excited to offer today our pilot program for AM Garden, which will feature some of my favorite folks to jam with, Matt Johnson and Wes Hill. While my trio is performing, Fotini Christophillis, a very talented painter, will be observing our performance in real time and using her brush and pigments to translate the experience into what is until now a blank canvas. At the conclusion of this performance, we'll visit with Fotini and learn about what she set out and captured in her painting, and what we can learn from that interaction between musician and artist. So guys, please relax, sit back, and welcome to our AM Garden.
Curves of your neck, shielding your insides with prisms effect, sorting light to sparkle yet hide where they can't do you dirty. Feel my breath on your neck, that it might slip past your eyes with thawing effect. Is this what you feel? Grab the horns, hunt, hunt, hunt it down. Stabbing heels, the turn in your step, erotic cause, a speed trap's effect, and dancing wild on the tabletop high. You know you drive 'em crazy. my breath on your neck. That it might slip past your eyes with thawing effects. Is this what you feel? Grab the horns, hunt, hunt, hunt it down. In tonight's twilight, it dawned on me, a shock from an alarming degree, flashing as its chemicals blend, that you're 15 minutes out, you're not coming back, my stupid, stupid, confused mouth. And so I petition the man of the moon to shift his effects from the seas onto you and wash you up my way. And he said, oh boy, you don't know what you're asking for. The creatures of the sea, if I were to succeed, would die without your sirens call. You know those minstrels got to play, I got to fashion the waves. I was placed in the sky, the water in the sea. She's where she's supposed to be. You gotta believe, you got to believe. Now at times it may seem an exercise in futility, like a battling the champion gravity. Truth be told, it feels as if I'm waging for my soul. I know she'll thrive, and that brings peace to my otherwise tortured mind, that she's safe inside the wide web, casting a light over blacktop seas as she sails. She will sail. She will. And he said those minstrels got to play.
Hey, Fotini, Alessio, Matt, Wes, that was really an amazing performance. I had so much fun just listening to you guys play. It was so great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad you
It's
enjoyed
a
it.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and Fotini, just, you know, the painting that you did was just extraordinary. It was extraordinary not only to hear the music, but hear it translated onto, I was going to say canvas, but it isn't really canvas, is it?
It's watercolor paper.
Watercolor paper.
Yeah, so I'm actually using watercolor paper with black sumi ink and gouache paint, which is a water-based oil paint. So I like those materials because it's fluid, and I felt like it translates the music well, and a performance, and capturing the live moment, and as quick as I can with as much intensity as I can. So that's why I selected these
Cool.
materials. Yeah.
So how did you choose the colors? I mean, there were so many beautiful colors, the blues and the oranges and the purples. And were they your favorite colors, or were they colors that were brought out by the music that you heard?
It was brought out by the music that I heard. So it inspired that feeling in me, and I was thinking of a kind of idea of a midnight sun in this kind of place that's like with windy rivers and jagged hills, and this kind of place that you want to be, but it's not quite real, but it's kind of like an idea about a place of passion. And so that's what I was thinking about, and that's what the music inspired in me. Yeah. So.
Just incredible.
Thank
Just
you.
incredible. So you have a website where we could take a look at more of your painting that you've done?
Yeah, my website is my first and last name, Fotini Christophillis.com.
Okay, and we'll place that below so people can take a look at it.
Great. Yeah, definitely.
And have you done other paintings of people performing? I mean, is that something you do regularly? I mean, it just seemed to come really natural for you.
Yeah, I've been working with these guys for a while now, since about late last summer.
Yeah.
So we've had several performances together.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've been getting to know them and listening to their music as they recorded. And so I kind of just process that and digest that, and then come up with ideas, and then see how it goes in the live moment. And so,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So I know that on your website, I took a look at some of the extraordinary work that you have there. I thought that it would be kind of cool for us to take a look at some of the photos of some of the paintings that you've done. So maybe we could take a look at a couple. So let's take a look at the first one.
Okay, great.
Can we put it up on the monitor, possibly? Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, definitely.
So can you tell us a little bit about that one?
About that piece? Actually, that piece was made with this band. That was the first performance together, actually outside. And I remember it being kind of drizzly and rainy. And so I think I was thinking about this flower kind of in this misty space. And so that was the mood of the moment and the energy I felt. And that's kind of what came out on the first performance. So that was kind of the start of this journey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's a beautiful flower
Thank
and a
you.
beautiful painting.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at another one.
Sure. And that's another live performance. I was painting, I did that at Berklee College of Music. So I also, I've worked with various artists from Berklee, electronic music. So that was actually the first performance painting that I did at Berklee last year.
Very
cool. So,
nice. Let's take a look at another one. Ah,
I love that.
I love that one. Yeah.
I love that one too.
So yeah, so that was a new body of work that I made as I was collaborating with musicians and kind of processing a lot of different sounds. And I was kind of thinking of a symbol in this kind of invented space that could kind of act as a sort of portal or gateway into kind of almost like an otherworldly space. So that's what I was thinking about, and it's like these images just come up as I digest the music and listen to it, and that's kind of how I work. And so that's kind of how it starts. I made that one in my studio. Yeah.
And it also seems to come up with a totally different palette than the other. Is that, there were those different colors, different textures. So I guess you were playing around with that as well.
Yeah, I was. And I was really thinking about a kind of midnight type space. And I think that's kind of something that always kind of is in me, that comes out from time to time, is this idea of like the midnight hour, or the hour that's kind of like in between, not quite day, not quite night, but it's like alive, you know? And it's like a moment of passion it's almost like stealing time, like you get to do that. And, you know, it's kind of like those glimpses into other spaces. So that's kind of what I was feeling.
Great work.
Yeah, thank you.
And look in that picture, and I love to know what's your inspiration, your favorite artist, how you start to paint.
Yeah, so my process is a lot of different ways. I look at a lot of art and I get inspired. I see colors. I look at photographs too that I take and that I see, and I kind of collect imagery that can serve as a point of departure and kind of inspiration in the process. And when I was making that, I was looking at a lot of street art and graffiti, actually, and kind of thinking about that. I was also looking at ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. And so that was kind of a lot of and I was going to the museum and kind of looking at the stones and kind of thinking of like carvings, like a kind of ancient primitive carving, but in a way that's very fresh and contemporary. Living in Boston, moving from South Carolina to Boston, you know, and kind of being in an urban landscape. So that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was painting that. And also kind of, I wanted to have a feeling of like stone, or a sense of like always being there, like a kind of ancient feeling in this kind of invented space that kind of felt like midnight, or you don't really know what time it is, but it's a kind of intrigue that takes you to another kind of place.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about. And all of this work is a kind of, I understand kind of the content of it as I work, and then I paint and paint and paint, and then I kind of understand the messages and kind of what I'm trying to do, and then I go and paint more. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
So Matt and Wes, that was pretty extraordinary, this whole trio of music. How long have you guys been playing together?
Well, thank you. We've been playing together about a year.
And something more.
Yeah, a little more over a year in different capacities, and had a chance to travel a little bit as a result of that down to New York, and I got to go and play in Rome in December, which was just an amazing experience.
You played together in Rome?
We did, yeah. And we're still, even though we've been playing together for a while, we're really still finding our sound, I think, which has been just a really fun experience to show up to practice a day or two a week, and just in the last week and a half, we started introducing a lot more electronic type stuff and more beat-driven stuff, which I'm really excited about. It's very different than anything I've done in the past. And when we started initially, it was just a project that was acoustic guitar and ukulele, and that was it. And then kind of kept adding more and more, and
that's excellent.
And it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, do you guys have plans to do some recording or touring? Will we hear more of you? And what is the band called?
Yeah, so the...
Yeah, we're called Blondes Cry the Hardest.
And why?
Well,
Blondes Cry the
hopefully
Hardest.
Matt writes a song about that one day. But we're working on an album right now. As Matt said, we're trying to find our sound. I was classically trained in piano and learned a lot of music theory, and with this project I find that if I just try and forget all that stuff and be like Fotini and approach a canvas blank and basically start fresh and don't try and stay within any of the bounds that we've set with this music theory, we can come up with a lot more unique sound. So we're still trying to find that. We're working on an album, and we're going to keep keep playing and touring. So
Well, I hope to hear more of your music as,
Thank you.
As it's being produced.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Well, this is really a lot of fun. You know, it was great to meet all of you and to share this incredible experience. Did everyone have fun?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. It's been an honor.
Magical.
Thank you.
it's been great. Thanks for having us.
So thank you, Alessio. You've done this, and this was your little project, and we're really appreciative that you brought us all together.
Thank you, and thank you to Alan Kaufman. Guys, this guy is one of the best musicians I ever met in my life. And really, yeah, before closing, I will say from my heart, thank you so much for everything you did for me, for this AM Garden show. And thank you guys to share this
Pleasure.
episode with me, and thank you to share the art with us. And that's it.
Thank you, Alessio. And thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you. Diamonds, the curves of your neck, shielding your insides with prisms effect, sorting light to sparkle yet hide where they can't do you dirty. Do you feel my breath on your neck? That it might slip past your eyes with thawing effect. Is this what you fear? Grab the horns, hunt, hunt, hunt it down.
And I'm excited to offer today our pilot program for AM Garden, which will feature some of my favorite folks to jam with, Matt Johnson and Wes Hill.
Okay, we'll start again.
And Wes Hill. Sorry, Wes.
Understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry. So if I got the butter and I put the butter in the air, is a butterfly?
Butterfly.
Is a butterfly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Alessio. And thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we're
Bro,
ready.
we can say thank you for other 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Quiet on the set. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi guys, I'm Alessio. Check out new band and new art on my TV show, AM Garden.
Did you wink at the end?
I want to say something else, but I don't know what. I want to say. No.
Are we doing another one?
Be it. 3, 2.
What happened? Hi guys, I'm Alessio. I don't understand. I don't understand what I have to do
Hey
right
guys,
now.
This is Alessio.
Thank
Check out
you.
his new show, which will introduce you to new local bands mixed with new art. AM Garden. Check it out.
Do it, please. Do it.